Hello, Goddess, and welcome to this week's Divine Feminine Energy reading today for this week's bi-weekly Super Sign Sunday. If you are new to my channel, my name is Rochelle Richard, and here at Empowerment Experiences, we are healing twin flames and looking for our power all along this, which is each our own self-love empowerment journey. Because yes, dear sweet goddess, that is what a twin flame journey is. A self-love empowerment journey. It is about you coming home to you. Twin flame separation is simply you being separate, apart from yourself, your true self. So it's about you coming home to you. And whether you're on that twin flame journey or you're not, or you're ready just to deny the whole thing altogether, if that's your choice, that is your choice. Whatever it is for you to recognize, dear goddess, that you are on a journey of you coming home to you. And that is what Super Sign Sunday is really all about. It is all about you. Interesting that I was led to, of course, speak some on the twin flame aspect, because I was led to reiterate that, again, a twin flame journey is a self-love empowerment journey. It is about you breaking down all of the barriers that have separated you from your true self. Right? So that's what this journey is, and that's what we're about here at Empowerment Experiences. And I'm super excited to hear what today's message is myself. I am being guided to mix things up a bit, and how beautiful there. The very first card being then leadership, right? We lead by example. We lead through the actions that we take, through the, the example that we make for others. This is why, again, the self-love empowerment journey, this twin flame journey, even, again, is about you focusing on you. It is about you doing the work on you. It is about you exploring you and rediscovering you and reconnecting with all of you. And that means to allow yourself to step out of the box that you have put yourself in, that you've been programmed to put yourself in. You've been taught to put yourself into this little box. Well, again, remember, 2023 is all about me for the divine feminine energy. And so you are here to lead the way by stepping out of that comfort zone and doing things different, trying new things. This is how we break out of these past life cycles that we have continued to perpetuate in this life because they're familiar, right? That is what the comfort zone, especially when we talk about the ego, is the ego loves its comfort zone. It loves that which is familiar. So it's going to hold on to anything that feels and is familiar. And obviously, past life shit is familiar. But in this life, this is the life where we're letting it all go. All right? And for all of us, not just you, how beautiful will it be when humanity finally sets itself free from all of the shit we've been carrying around? We stop perpetuating the past. We start to really recognize that what we do focus on is what we feed. And there is no anti-anything. This is what Abraham teaches us. There is no pushing against anything. Because whatever you push against, you're feeding. Because you're focusing your attention and your energy upon that. And so in order to usher in this new earth rising of truly empowered soul, human soul beings, soul beings having this human experience, we've got to lead this example and step out of this comfort zone and actually be in that state to do things different, to stop pushing against so much, and to instead start to really, truly focus on where your power is, which is in what you are creating. It's time for the divine feminine to stop giving a flying fuck what is going on in the world that she doesn't like. Because sister, that is what is draining. You're hemorrhaging energy by feeding things and complaining about and talking about the things you don't like about this world. So you want to change it? Then talk about what you're changing it into. Talk about the vision that you would like to see. So you don't like this, well then what would you like it to be? What do you want instead? Even though you are against this garden of weeds, right? This garden of weeds, you're still watering them. You are dousing them with your energy when you feed it that way. And so again, as we move into this new earth rising, it is about recognizing for ourselves that, wait a minute, it is about me tapping into me and my energy and what I am creating here, what I want to be experiencing, not what I don't want to be experiencing. You see the clarity there, right? This is how we're breaking these past life cycles that are interconnected with the entire human tapestry, right? It is about stepping into all of you. And that means to be allowing yourself to let all of the guidance come through, let all that is you to come through. So we're going to grab this card first. This came face up. So patience, of course. I mean, that period, patience, period, patience with yourself, patience with this shifting that you are experiencing of pivoting from over here to over there. Because I promise you, the one thing that is going to make it most sufferable and excruciating and so heavy and such a struggle is going to be that you are undermining your own progress by judging yourself, by criticizing yourself and saying, oh my God, I knew better, I should have done better, No, again, you're focusing on what you don't want. So you didn't want it to be that way. You didn't want, okay. So you recognize what needs to change and then what you're changing it to. And then you have to be the one to close the gap and step into what you're changing it to. You have to focus on this outcome instead of being upset and keep focusing on this, because then what happens is you perpetuate this and it keeps happening. You break this cycle by something that's so simple. And I haven't said this for a moment, and I say this to my coaching audience, is I will tell you when something is simple. I will tell you all day, it is so simple. But I will not tell you something is easy when I know that it is not. I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is so easy. It's so easy to just practice the pivot. No, because you are retraining your muscles. Oh, sorry, I hit my little microphone. Sorry. You are retraining your focus muscles, your mental muscles to focus on what you want to focus on rather than being at the mercy of what your thoughts are focusing on themselves, right? So have that patience with yourself as you continue down this path of stepping into the leader that you truly are, and that this is how you lead, by having patience with yourself, by showing, because imagine, Goddess, how many women, how many out there beat themselves up all day long for something that really, when you take a step back, isn't that big of a fucking deal, right? It's not that big of a deal. So we are working through this together. You are working through this with your experience, with the universe, with your spirit guides, with those in your realm, right? Allow yourself to receive an accountability partner, someone who is going to, or perhaps an entire group of someone's. That's exactly what I'm building as a community, particularly for that accountability and taking that responsibility to really step into this true divine feminine leader that we all truly are, each and every one of us. but find that accountability partner that's going to support you in this shift. Because, sweetheart, you are not here to do it alone. And if you have been trying, there's a lot of my audience that knows how I feel about that word trying. If you've been trying to do it alone, well, that is the escape hatch for the ego that says, but I'm trying, see? No, you either do or you do not. So I am changing my focus. I am shifting my perspective. I am stepping into my power. Not I am trying to step into my power. I am trying to change. No, remove that. All right. And really own the power of those action words. And that's exactly what my Rise and Thrive Ascended Goddess Tribe is about. It's about you really, truly stepping into your power and taking that responsibility for yourself and having the accountability that you do finally create the changes that you have been needing and craving, yearning to change so that you can be living the life that you desire to be living, that feel-good life, that regardless of, for my twin flame goddesses, right, that regardless of what your counterpart ever does or does not do, you are not attached to what he does or does not do, because you're over here fully focused on you. Because you got this support group. You have what you looked out for you. You are truly loving you by allowing yourself to receive all that you need in order to further ascend and step into your power on your journey. And that's what the Rise and Thrive Tribe is all about. I will put, of course, a link down below in the description for those details on how you can join. It's a private group. And we actually do a blockage breakthrough every month as well. We do a collective where we break through the blockages that we're currently facing in our journey. And so clearly I grabbed the angel number pack. This is where we are. I'm like, angel numbers. Angel number 707. And okay, we're going to do it. I'm like, oops, I bumped it again. And, ooh, yet again, Goddess Angel number 1111. We just had that already, just in the last biweekly update for the energy check-in for the Divine Feminine. So super excited. That is definitely more, of course, more expansion in your spiritual awakening, right? More stepping into your power. Let's see, 707. So angel number 707 we have for today's empowerment message for the Divine Feminine is energies of imperfectly perfect and having grace. Well, it's recognizing that your journey is perfect in the eyes of Source, that all of these things that you are beating yourself up about, it's so moot, and that the only one who's paying any price in this is you. And it's a pretty high cost that you pay when you beat yourself up. So have that, cultivate that grace for yourself. All right? Encouragement from the universe for yourself healing, for your self-healing and self-growth work. That's what 707 is. Again, that's what this cultivating this patience and grace for yourself, right? Again, patience, grace, allowing yourself the room to, quote, make mistakes. Because, dear sweet goddess, if you do not make mistakes, how do you learn? How do you grow? It's encouragement for helping others with your developing gifts. So you see, as you further clear away what is not you and you step into that which is truly you, your gifts further amplify. The clarity within them becomes so refined. So crystal clear. I'm just, all of a sudden I have an image in my mind of crystal clear blue waters, right? Powerful revelation coming. Powerful revelation incoming is what I have here. Powerful revelation incoming. So right now, dear Goddess, it's about practicing that surrendering to the universe and allowing yourself to be guided. So you are in this moment being asked to just be present, be aware of your environment in terms of what signs and guidance is coming through for you in your own experience. And literally, I am taking a screenshot. I love that I can't even make this up. As I'm recording this video, and it just shows because it's so bright. I know. 11:11. It is 11:11 as I am reading angel number 707, and angel number 1111 is our next number. Great opportunities are coming your way. That is the very next statement I'm saying. Again, powerful revelation incoming. Be open for what's coming. You have great opportunities coming your way. And so the universe right now is asking you to just, again, stop pushing against things. That's what today's message has been about, right? Stop pushing against what you don't want. Because here's why, Goddess. Not only are you feeding then what you don't want because you're focusing on it, right? But you are also in that resistant, that pushback energy. You are then also pushing against what you do want. All that you've been asking for, all these amazing opportunities that the universe has in store for you, you're blocking those too. You're blocking those too. So it is all up to you to stop pushing against what you do not want. I know in this world right now with all the propaganda, and it's all about really feeding your feelings and getting you worked up. It's all about triggering you. It's all about sucking that energy from you. But you're here to take your power back. You're here to stop giving your energy to things that don't feel good, things that you really don't actually have power over when you allow yourself to see the bigger picture. That the power you truly have is within yourself, and what changes you can create in you to be, first and foremost, changing the narrative about yourself and your presence in this world by you being a light in this world. You then also improve your levels and flow of communication, right? By doing this. That is 707. Improve your levels and flow of communication. When you are able to remove the blockages, the resistance that you have, and you're able to actually really communicate with yourself better and really allow yourself to see what you're doing, why you're doing it, what it is you actually need and require, you then are able, through that betterment of communication with yourself, you exponentially cultivate better communication with others, right? And that improves your ability to help others as a result. I mean, of course, it goes without saying. And of course, 707 is also about abundance expanding. So understand that, again, as your gifts expand, as your responsibility of your power that you have in you, as that awareness expands, as all that you are expands, naturally, so is your abundance, because you can hold so much more. This is why, again, stop hemorrhaging energy about what you cannot, what you don't have power over. Stop. You're watering weeds. It's time to, again, be focusing on what you are creating. So that is angel number 707. Angel number 1111, we'll reiterate right quick, just a quick overview, because again, we did have it 2 weeks ago. A time of faith and inspired action. Mistakes are blessings disguised as lessons, right? And that's also what I've reiterated in today's reading, is about recognizing that mistakes, you don't learn without the mistakes. You don't learn what does and does not work if you don't learn what doesn't work, especially. How do you know what does work? So often if you don't know what doesn't work, because you usually have to go through what doesn't work to get to what does. It's just this whole beautiful unfolding of this contrasting experience, this journey that we're having here. Be open to receiving divine guidance, as again I have mentioned is in your message today. Rapid manifestation of thoughts. This is where you are. This is why, again, stop pushing against what you don't want, because the universe does not recognize that you don't want it. When you say, I don't want that, the universe hears, I want that. Why? Because the universe doesn't necessarily work in the words you speak so much as it's the energy behind it, right? It's the energy, the belief behind those words you're speaking. So if you say, I don't want that, but you're so focused on it and your energy is so big around it, right? It's so big around it. Then the universe is just saying, oh my gosh, there's such bigness about that she wants that. Let's give her that. But you're like, no, I don't. But it just grows bigger and bigger and bigger. Whereas instead, if you just pivot, if you literally just turn around, that which was becomes obsolete. You've now completely pivoted and you're focusing in a completely different direction on what you do want. So this is why rapid manifestation of thoughts, it's very important to recognize for yourself, what are you thinking about? What are you especially feeling about what you're thinking about? Okay? Understand and trust and know that you are aligned with and on the right path is, again, a further reminder of 1111. Spiritual awakening. As we know, this is where we are. We're on just higher and higher levels, greater and greater expansion of awakening for our souls. Trust yourself, your journey, and the divine process unfolding and increasing awareness. Again, all to reiterate what I have actually said in today's message. I loved today's. I actually am going to do one more quick thing for us. I'm going to pull us a Power of Surrender card. So whereas we are stepping into, but of course it would be that card, right, Goddess? Of course it would be the Surrender Your Ego card, because as a true leader, when you start to truly recognize and see yourself as the leader that you are, the ego will so often creep in and want to take control. But then you also have the other side of where the ego is, wherein the ego, again, wants to keep you in that comfort zone. So there's so many different facets and levels and aspects of the ego experience that we are here to experience for our learning, our growth, our expansion. Because really in the end, it's just all about learning, growth, and expansion. Because in all of that lies the healing. That's what we're doing at the very core of all of that learning, that growth, that expansion. We're healing and letting go of that which no longer serves. So that's where we are, dear Goddess. I loved today's message. I would love to hear what your feedback is. I would love to know what resonated with you, how you felt towards it. And with that, that's all I have for you today for this Super Sign Sunday. I intend to get more journal prompts for us coming again. I know today was really more about recognizing for yourself, so that may very well be where I'm going to leave off for you today, is the journal prompt of really just taking stock. So not even a journal prompt, but a journal assignment is for you to just take stock for yourself of where you are in your journey. What are you really pushing against, right? And what is it that you would rather see that become? Okay, so that's a big one. That can take you a while. So that is your journaling assignment today, is to actually take stock of where you are by way of looking at what's the resistance that you are creating within yourself, because that's the ego, that's the control, right? I don't want that. I need this outside of me to be a certain way. That's control, that's ego. So what is it that you would like to be experiencing with regards to this? And then a part of that, right, further on into that is then what can you do yourself, within yourself and within your immediate space, to shift the energy surrounding this that you have so much resistance against, that you want to change so much. All right. So there is the journaling assignment. Again, take stock. What is it that you're pushing against so much? What is it that you would rather see it be an experience of? And then what can you do within yourself to create, to move humanity, further toward creating that kind of experience? I'm not talking about going out protesting and, I'm not talking about external things. I'm talking about the internal things, because that is where your answer is going to be. That is where the greatest change can be made, is within yourself. Changing that energetic signature so that you are amplifying what you actually want to be experiencing. No more pushing against, right? We're getting in the flow, surrendering, and we're going to go with the flow, right? Learn, grow, expand, and ascend. So with that, dear Divine Feminine Goddess, I am so grateful for you today. Again, please let me know you stopped by, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and of course, comment below. It's truly helpful and appreciative if you actually comment. It definitely helps in my little algorithm of things to show your support. And even, again, just to drop a couple, your emoji signature. We've all got one. I have one. We've all got one. And and I'd really love to hear what resonated with you. And with that, I bid you adieu. And I will see you for Twin Flame Tuesday in 3 days, because I published this now on Saturday. And so we'll be Tuesday morning for Twin Flame Tuesday. With that, remember, Goddess, the power, it is in your hands. All right? Because that power has always, always been inside you. And namaste.